So, what we're looking at here isn't just some story, it's a mythic parable. We're stepping right into the golden halls of the gods to witness a courtroom battle for the very soul of existence. A showdown between the unbending force of law, the iron rhyme, and the wild, unpredictable power of the crimson spark. And right away, you can just feel how thick the air is with dogma. This chant, it echoes through these huge, empty halls, and you get it immediately. This is a declaration, not a discussion. This is the absolute foundation of their reality, and there is zero room for argument. Now, make no mistake, what we're watching here is a trial. But this isn't a court that's here to find out if someone is guilty or innocent. Oh no. The accused, the Red Spectre, he's already been judged. And his crime? It's a violation against existence itself. Just imagine this place. It's not vibrant or alive. It's like an ink wash painting that's been brought to life. A world of stark, high-contrast blacks and bone whites. There is absolutely no color here. This is the realm of the old gods, and it's built on a foundation of rigid, unbending order. So what's the prosecution's case, really? What is this law that they are so desperate to protect? Well, it all boils down to their belief in a single, frankly terrifying, cosmic mandate. At the very heart of their philosophy is this idea of stasis. They believe the universe was born from a frozen void, and any change, any movement, any warmth risks plunging everything right back into that nothingness. For them, stillness isn't just about peace, it's about survival. And this table just perfectly captures how they see the world. It is completely black and white. On one side, you've got the iron rhyme, their cold, hard law, which promises stability and order. And on the other, the void, just utter chaos, dissolution, and ruin. In their minds, there is absolutely no middle ground. You can just hear the sheer dread in this chant, can't you? This isn't just about control. It's about a deep, primal fear. They genuinely believe that a single crack in their perfect frozen world will lead to total annihilation. Their law is just an unyielding cage they've built to keep that terror locked away. And this is where it all goes wrong. This is the moment the evidence against the Red Spectre becomes horribly, undeniably visible for everyone to see. You see, before all this, the Spectre was one of them. He was a perfect reflection of their ideal. His divine skin was like polished ice, a mirror of the cold, unchanging reality they worshipped. He was the living embodiment of their law. And then this happens. A single point of defiance, a flicker of forbidden warmth in a universe of absolute cold. The crimson spark isn't just some light, it's an invasion. An ideological wound slashed right across their perfect grayscale canvas. And try to see it from the Spectre's perspective for a second. This is a moment of profound, almost agonizing transformation. Imagine liquid heat, life itself, carving brand new, burning paths through his once frozen skin. For him, it's a blessing, a necessary evolution. But for his brothers, who are just looking on in complete horror, it is the ultimate betrayal. So here's the crucial part. It's all about their interpretation. They don't see evolution, they see a disease. To them, this spark is forbidden knowledge, an infection of pure chaos. It's a fire that they are convinced is going to melt the very foundations of their kingdom. And that brings us to the climax of the trial. There's no jury deliberation here, no chance for an appeal. The judgment of the Aesir is delivered with the cold, swift finality of a falling axe. And there it is, the core of their entire argument. They look at fire, and they cannot tell the difference between its power to create and its power to destroy. To them, both are just faces of chaos, and that makes them a single unacceptable threat. The Spectre, who now holds both, is simply corrupt. You know, this is the real tragedy of it all. They are so blinded by the threat to their own stagnant power that they completely fail to see what the Spectre has actually become. He's not an agent of ruin. He's a necessary gardener, a force to clear away the old and the dead to make room for something new. The arguments are done. The prosecution's case rests on nothing more than pure, unadulterated fear. And in a court like this one, there's no debate. There is no room for mercy. The judgment is, and always was, inevitable. The verdict is absolute. No prison, no penance, just a brutal final severing. He is no longer one of them. The fire he carries has branded him an outcast, and he is to be thrown out of their perfect frozen world forever. But the end of the trial? That isn't the end of the story. Not even close. In fact, it's the beginning. Because this verdict doesn't just seal the specter's fate, it seals the fate of the gods themselves. Just picture this moment, this tragic farewell. The specter descends from the golden halls, a single point of crimson moving through that stark, ink-wash reality. He's not just being exiled, you could say. He's escaping. He's leaving behind a kingdom that has become so rigid, so terrified of change, that it's already doomed to shatter. And with this exile comes a brand new purpose. He's a wanderer now, sure, but he carries the one thing that world desperately needed: color, change, fire. He's no longer a god of stasis. He is the catalyst for a new age, destined to burn down the old world to make way for the next one. And as he leaves, the chorus is left with just this one final chilling whisper. The very ruin they tried to prevent by casting him out is now guaranteed. By rejecting change, they've ensured their own end. And they can feel it. The very foundation of their stagnant reality is beginning to crack. And that leaves us with this one final, lingering thought. The Aesir saw fire as a singular threat. But the Spectre's story really forces us to ask a powerful question. Is destruction sometimes a necessary act of creation? Does the old world have to burn for a new one to be born?